to his experts in the task force, and he wasn't going to listen. Well, he listened, and April 30th now. We hope it's going to be over.
Don't worry, the critics will say, he should have listened sooner because like somehow everybody was there before him, which is an outright lie because the media was also saying, hey, this is just like the flu. But forget it. Let's not play that game. I think the thing we have to remind ourselves, which is pretty amazing, is that normal contagious diseases, the sick infect the healthy, but here the healthy infect the sick. And so what America is doing is pretty amazing. We are shutting down everything for at least a month. We are making monumental sacrifices in order to protect the most vulnerable. And I think we should think about that the next time people say that you don't or America doesn't care for those in need. This is the exact opposite of euthanasia. This is worrying about the elderly, worrying about the infirm, and sacrificing a great deal to do this. And we have to admit in the media that we probably don't understand the sacrifice as well as everybody else does, because for now, we're all working and we're here, and maybe that'll be the case for the whole month. But there's a lot of people that you can't just say, you know what, stay home for a month and watch this or watch that. That's not going to be good enough. We have to think about that. We have to think about what we can do for people who aren't us. Yeah. Who don't have the luxury of sitting here and then going home.
Yeah. The response has been from a compassionate country that values life. Juan Williams, just breaking. Virginia now ordering people to stay at home until, June 10th? And D.C. following that move indefinitely. How do you feel?
Yeah, and Maryland, too. So I literally, I can't go in any direction, Jesse. Yeah. They want us all to stay home. And I think it's a good thing. I think, we, as Greg was just saying, I think we all have to make sacrifices, and our sacrifices aren't anywhere near what some people who've been pushed out of work are up against. And that's why we had that spending bill, with rent coming due for people, bills and the like on April 1st. My sense is that what we're seeing in terms of the president retracting that, let's all go to church on Easter, packed churches thing, now we're going to have social distancing until April 30th, is that he was slow to react. I think that, today there was such good news. We saw that hospital ship come into New York. And again, it's an example of something that could have been done earlier, in my opinion, that would have helped us so much. And you see people saying now, we should have had the testing, we should have had the supplies. I don't think there's any debate about that, but I think that...
Well, there is about your armchair quarterbacking is so tiresome, Juan. Apparently you had all the answers. You had all the answers. I would like to go back and find those answers you had, Juan. Maybe you could show them to me. It's just infuriating. Everybody can say what you're saying. Everybody can say what you're saying. He should have done this. He should have done that. By the way, he picked the Easter because he was setting a goal that people could work toward. It was flexible. He made it clear it was flexible. So you trying to paint like, he lied to the public. No, he was being aspirational.
Greg,
you can say what you want now.
That's exactly. I'm glad that's what he said. Now he says aspirational, but at the time he said, we're going to get back to it. We're going to get back and open everybody back to work by Easter Sunday and pack churches. But I just wanted to say, in response to you, Greg. Right. But in response, here he is, January 22nd. Mm-hmm. We have this totally under control. January 31st.
What did you say, January 22nd, Juan? 27th. You were too busy getting high off impeachment fumes.
I think, yeah.
I remember bringing it up. I remember bringing it up on this show.
There's a reality for Americans who want leadership they can trust, and they can trust in not the
President
spin,
Juan
but the
Williams.
Facts.
You should run. You should run. Clearly, you know more than the experts.
Juan, we all know that the American people don't trust the media.
And let's trust in the president to be presidential.
He is, Juan. And he's saving a lot of lives. Let's get behind him because we want him to succeed, not fail.